Let's talk about 2024. How did I do? How much money did I make? How much money did I lose? Let's get right into it. So let's kick it off with PokerStars. I didn't play a lot of volume. So 2024 here, 350 games. I lost around 120K. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's a very, very tiny stretch. But yeah, it sucks. Losing money doesn't feel good. Sample size is low. I think also the games on Stars are probably one of the toughest. I mean, the 5K Titans probably the toughest. I think the 5K PKO and GG, the Sunday one, and the 5K Titans probably the toughest tournaments, I would say, based on the field. Probably the 25K as well, but I think the 25K during Scoop and W Coop on Stars probably the toughest, and then the 5K the 5K Titans is the toughest tournament, the weekly. Now that's Stars. And not much I can do or not much I can say here, but trying to do better next year. Also has other reasons I believe that I'm going to be sharing in a couple of minutes. But yeah, I'm not going to freak out. I've always been doing well on Stars, just a very, very tiny stretch. Also, my overall ROI on Stars relatively low, just because I played 50, 60, 70,000 set of goals where your ROI is going to be 1%. 2%, 0%. So I haven't filtered here for tournaments and sit and goals. So obviously that's gonna drag the overall ROI very, very down. Now let's talk about GG poker. And that was a very interesting year. Unfortunately, I cannot filter for the entire year. So I would jump right into the beginning of the year. That's 2023. That was here. So my first session was in February 4th. And here I have overall profit of 1.5 million on GG. And then it went down. Remember the sessions during Scuba in the summer, I got completely destroyed on Stars and GG. And it just went down and down and down and down and down. And when it comes to downswings, I shared a very important approach a couple days ago in one of my YouTube videos. You have to check it out. If you struggle with downswings, you have to watch it. If you want to become a poker professional, if you want to take poker more serious and make money, watch it. That's a game changer. Now then I had my big WSOP score, 650,000, then a couple of more successful sessions, and then we wrapped it up in mid-December with my 200K score in the GG Millions, brought me to 2 million overall profit on GG, but not for the year. Again, this is overall. So the year started somewhere here at 1.5 and we finished at 2 million. So around 500K I made on GG and lost 120 on PokerStars. That's around 380,000 in profit. And then there's rakeback. I'm not really sure. I think the rakeback combined GG and Stars should be around between 50 and 70K. Let's take 60K. So that's around 440K. And maybe if you guys are interested, we can also share my hourly. I checked on YouTube. I think it was around 30 highlight videos. Most of them are Sunday sessions, but a lot of them also day twos or final tables. So I would guess it's around 20 full sessions, meaning I start at 7 p.m. on Sunday, and then on average I play until 3 a.m. So let's take here 10 hours per session on average. It's a little bit more just to be a bit more pessimistic. So 20 sessions times 10 hours, it's 200 hours. Then the other 10 sessions, usually my day twos and final tables, the sessions I play on Monday, Tuesday, sometimes Wednesday, are around 3 hours on average. Sometimes they only last 45 minutes and sometimes they go 5 hours. So I think 3 hours is also a rather pessimistic estimation, but I think it's fine. So that's another 30 hours. So 230 hours, 440,000 divided by 230. So yeah, it's around $1,900 per hour, plus minus. Again, I didn't dive into the tracker here, looking into how many minutes on point I played or hours and minutes I played per session. I'm just guessing here. I mean, we can see how many highlights we have on YouTube. We uploaded highlights for every single session. So that makes a lot of sense. 30 sessions, 20 full sessions, and 10 day twos. Maybe it was 22 sessions and 8 day twos, or 18 sessions and 12 day twos and final tables that we uploaded on YouTube. But it gives you a good orientation that my hourly is probably going to be somewhere between $1,600 and $2,400. 2 dates you should save. Next Thursday, we're going to be running a $5,000 free roll on coin poker. Very important. You cannot just join. It's only for the research community. If you want to be able to join, then join our Discord, find out more, and then you're going to be playing against me and the community for $5,000, and it doesn't cost you a penny. And on Wednesday, I'm going to be running a free ICM and late game webinar. So I'm going to be sharing you some important concepts that will help you run more often deep and win more tournaments. It's a phase that a lot of you guys struggle. And if you want to know more about it, then yeah, check out the information below. And yeah, it's going to be limited seats as well. So make sure you register and you join in time. We have a cap of 500 webinar attendees. So when that is reached, you're not going to be able to join. So register and come in time if you want to be able to join. So that's it. And now let's continue with the video. A little correction here, since I was not aware that PokerCraft does not track the rake. As I guys told you, I don't really care about the results that much. I don't track them on a regular basis. I've never done this from the very beginning of my career. I would just make sure I check my bankroll from time to time. I think I even switched at some point to just checking my results a couple times per month, because I understood the results are not in your control in poker, and I spent all my energy, all my focus on improving my game, and I think it has served well. I follow the same philosophy when I run deep in a tournament. I don't check what's for first, I don't check what's for second. I know obviously the pay jumps, and especially the deeper you get, you know, 18th is a pay jump, 15th is a pay jump. They're kind of similar for every tournament. They don't have a big impact strategy. So that's my whole mentality, my whole approach to the game, that I don't focus what is not in my control, I focus what is in my control, and then the results will take care of itself. So that means we have to consider the rake, and that was around 100k. So 440k in profit minus 100k is only 340k and $1,500 roughly per hour. I mean, the hourly doesn't really matter as much. It's more like for you guys, because some of you asking, hey, how much are you making per hour, yada yada yada. I think it's more like playing around, whatever. So now you have the final results for this year. For last year, it's already January. Another question I get a lot that I also wanted to take the time and opportunity here to answer: why don't you play more? Like, you make 340k, 300k, 400k, whatever in 200 hours, 250 hours. Why don't you just play more? You would make, if I would play full time, right? If you add it up, you would make $1 million, $2 million a year. Who knows? I mean, first, I don't think you can think like this, because the more I play, the less quality my sessions will be, because I will also play more sessions where I play tired, because I'm very selective. I only play on the days where I feel good. Get tired or whatever, I'm not forcing it. So I think I would also have more losing sessions just because I'm not playing well. So you cannot just, oh, let's double the hours, let's double the results. I don't think this is how you can approach it. I think it's a very natural human thing to do. I think it's the same with the amount of tables you play. Obviously, the fewer tables I would play, I think the better my results would be. So yeah, I would certainly make a lot more money if I would play more, no questions asked. Even if I play tired, I would probably still be profitable, but I just don't enjoy it. Over the last couple of years, I always made my solid profits every single year, and this might sound a little bit arrogant and a little bit out of reality, but again, this is my situation, and I just don't really enjoy playing that much anymore. I enjoy other things, such as running the businesses for Raise Your Edge and Ascend. So I'm a business owner and CEO of 2 companies, so that takes up a lot of time. I cannot just take off for 2 weeks. With Raise Your Edge, we have around 10-12 people full-time and part-time working for the company, so a lot of things, a lot of problems, a lot of meetings, you're a firefighter. You're trying to extinguish so many different fires on so many different fronts. And the same with the Ascend Club, where we're also just the stuff itself. We think around 8 people, and then you still have the teams and the content creators that might also have problems. And obviously have talks for investments and all that kind of stuff. If you run business, you have a lot of small tasks on a daily basis that you have to tackle. So I just don't have the time. I could for sure delegate a lot more of these things to other people, but I just enjoy it. I feel like I learned so much, and compared to poker, I still learn a lot in poker, but I kind of reached a ceiling where you learn a lot less for your input, and in business, the same input, I just learn so much more. And when you do something for 15 years, obviously at some point, you already have seen a lot. And that's the same with Raise Your Edge, where I just enjoy working with people. I enjoy working with my team. I enjoy working with my business partner, Jeremy. I enjoy the coaching side of things. And I get a lot of people asking, why do you sell coaching? Like, why do you sell all your secrets? Like, if you would make so much money, why don't you just play for yourself? Because at some point, I just don't care anymore. I don't care that much anymore. Obviously, I still care about the money, but whether I make 300k or 600k a year with playing poker, it's just not my priority anymore. And I know for some people this might sound very arrogant. I get it. And I also understand that a lot of people think that just because he offers coaching or he's selling courses, it's a scam, or he's not profitable, he has to do this to keep himself over the waters and yada yada. I get it. I can't even be mad at those people because that's how it works mostly these days. So when you see it, probably 9 out of 10 times it is a scam, or 7 out of 10 times, I don't know. So there's a high probability that there's something sketchy, right? Like, why is he selling courses? Why is he not playing himself? I get it. But I think if you do more research, and this is always I'm always telling people, if you sign up for a course or if you get a coach, do some research, okay? Don't be an idiot. There's a lot of marketing around it, and you should think for yourself, as you should always do, and then make a good decision. Okay, that's it. That's what I wanted to throw in. So let's continue with the rest of the video. So that was my 2024. Obviously, PokerStars is a little bit frustrating, but considering the downswing here on GG, I'm quite happy to be able to turn around. You might say, oh, if you haven't had this one score, you would have had a losing year. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. This is how often it goes in tournament poker, that you lose a lot of sessions and then you have one big score. And this is something I shared in one of the previous videos that you have to watch. This is the concept that most don't understand. They lose way too much in their losing sessions, and then they're not going to be able to recover with it one big score. And remember, every single Twitch session, I told you guys, it just takes one tournament. And we got to stay patient. We got to wait. We're going to still end the session well, even if we lost. The goal is to lose only 10 buy-ins when others lose 20 buy-ins. Because then that one day, when you sun run, you're going to win it all back and even more. But most of you motherfuckers are not going to be able to do that because you tilt it off. You can't control your emotions. And then you're chatting, hey, I can't win on GG because I lose so many all-ins. No, because you don't have a good mindset, and you can change that. The problem is not that you might not be good enough. Listen, we support you. You join our Discord, you can turn it around and try to get better. But what I don't have any respect for is people that suck and then they actually think they're good and they just suck because they're not running good enough. That's bullshit. That's a very poor mindset. No matter where you are, when you just started, we at Raise Your Edge, we stand for supporting everyone who wants to win. And even if you're losing right now, even if you tilt, but you acknowledge that, yes, I want to get better. I want to fix that shit. This is what matters to us. It's your attitude, and then you're welcome. If you just want to complain, if you just want validation for your bullshit plays, and you just want people to feel pity for you and knock on your shoulders like, it's going to be better, you're just running bad. No, that's not the place to be. All right. Now, I mentioned earlier, why did I lose so much on stars, and why did I lose so much here? Well, one of it, obviously, I haven't been running so good. I could have still played better. No questions. But what we need to consider is most of the sessions throughout the year I played on Twitch, I streamed. That takes away a lot of attention and makes me obviously play a lot worse. And maybe it's a coincidence, maybe it's not. But the first 6 months of the year, I've been losing a lot more. And the second half of the year, when I stopped streaming, I won significantly more money. Now, when you stream, you have to pay attention to the chat. You have all sorts of bullshit going on that you need to pay attention to. OBS crashes, you have to update shit here and there. Yes, obviously you have mods that help you out, but you still, as a streamer, still have to focus on things that are not great. I could have played less tables, don't get me wrong. It's still my fault. It was still my choice. But the point remains that despite all of these distractions, I'm still doing quite well. And when I played off stream, I do a lot better. And these off-stream sessions, we put them into the Champions tier, which is our brand new platform on Raise Your Edge, where you get access to everything tournament poker related, the Tournament Masterclass, Bounty Beast, the Mindset course, the Short Stack course, the Sit and Go course, and also access to exclusive practice tool paired that is designed to turn you into a late game crusher. There's a lot of late game ICM content for different scenarios and videos. Now, this is what you get access to, and we changed from just selling courses to offering a platform that combines everything into one. And we also putting the live plays, so when I play off stream and I record, everything in there. And when I play on stream, I always have to hold back. I cannot share all of my exploits because then people adjust, especially in deeper stages. I cannot just say, against this motherfucker I'm going to be 3-betting a lot because of these and these reasons. I can do this off stream, and this is what I realize people really love and find extremely valuable, because they get to learn so much how I adjust to those different scenarios. Also, what it helps me to to identify my own leaks and flaws, because on Twitch, I cannot be as transparent and open as if I would play off stream. I would be just losing way too much money. But when I do it off stream, I very often identify, wait a minute, that doesn't make a lot of sense. So when I share my game plan, I share the reasons for it, and then I realize, wait a minute, no, it doesn't make a lot of sense. And especially when you speak out things, it's going to be so much better to spot those leaks and flaws you might have in your game. Also, furthermore, very often what I realized is I would talk about a spot and then, wait a minute, I can even push this further and do this exploit here and there and make so much more money. And also our students benefit from it, because I also play different stakes. I play the Sunny Storm, I play the big 109, I play all these different stakes, and I'm also trying to adjust to different stakes and telling you guys what I would do in high stakes, I would not do in low stakes, and vice versa. So yeah, it's my choice, playing 25 tables, all the different stakes, and still win at the end of the year playing against the best in the world. And I can only do that because I have a very simple approach to the game. I don't overcomplicate, I don't buy into all of that GTO bullshit for very good reasons, and I share that with my students and tell them, hey guys, you know, poker is so much more about simple concepts, but applying them over and over again. A lot of you guys are confusing it way too much, and that's also my way of showing you guys, listen, if that works against the best in the world, you can be assured it also works on lower stakes. It works even better on lower stakes because people are a lot worse. So if you can't beat low stakes, it's not because your fancy strategies are not working, it's because you don't really understand how to exploit that player pool. And in 2025, I'm going to be streaming again more often, but I'm also going to continue playing off stream and upload these sessions exclusively to the Champions tier that you can enjoy watching if you're part of the program. And I have another diamond for you. In German we say another Schmankerl in the next couple of days. I hope we're going to be uploading in 3 days. Something I've not seen at all being talked about in the poker industry, and that approach is going to be crazy value if you struggle with tilt, anger problems, or even being too tight, too scared in those deeper stages. There's one important concept that I'll be sharing, I'm going to be talking about, and I think it serves really well to plan for 2025, to set good goals and set good intentions going into the year where you regain control no matter where you are. That's going to be an absolute game changer. I promise it's going to be very helpful for a lot of you guys out there. I'm about to record that video, and I hope we're going to get it edited as soon as possible, and we're going to be putting it out here. So don't forget to subscribe and to hit the bell so you'll be notified when that video is being released. And last but not least, talking about goals 2025. Never set monetary goals, complete bullshit, has 2 disadvantages. If you don't manage to hit that goal, it's going to be demotivating. You're going to lose the fire and the drive to continue grinding, because the money is and the results are not in our control. So even if you put in a lot of work and if you do a lot of things right, you're not going to be perfect. It feels quite frustrating because you align your goals towards something that is not in your control. In poker, even over a year, we can do a lot of things right and yet not win. Now, also, when you actually hit your goal and you win those 80 grands in August and you set yourself, I want to make 80K that year, and in September you reach this goal, and then you will also lose the drive, you start slacking, you feel full, and you might not put in the work as much as you could have if you would have focused a lot more on the things that are in your control. And you limit yourself. You might have so much more potential to potentially win 150 or 200 grand. So it's complete bullshit. So focus on things that are in your control. The volume, how many tournaments you're going to be playing, how many sessions you're going to be playing, how often you're going to be studying, when. And then you can also adjust this plan along the way if you feel like, oh, I put way too much work on my shoulders, or you actually have a lot more room to increase the volume or study sessions or whatnot. Also set goals outside of poker, your fitness, your sleep, your food. Those are the things that are going to have the biggest impact on your win rate. If you do it right, if you do it well, if you're just solid consistently over a long period of time, the result will take care of itself. I have the sample size. I've not met a single guy or girl in the past over 10-15 years of experience in poker and coaching that if they really put in the work, they have not succeeded. I haven't met it. It's just bullshit. It's excuses. If you haven't succeeded after 2 or 3 years and being solid, just solid, 7 out of 10 in most of the areas, you're going to be winning. So don't miss out that video that I'm going to be dropping in 3 days. And if you want to take your game to the next level, join our Discord. It's for free. Don't forget, I also have a free poker course, free mindset course that I work together with enroll on that course, the Mindset Goat. So there are a lot of free stuff that we offer here at Raise Your Edge that you can do today to start winning at micro and low stakes and slowly start building a bankroll and surround yourself with the things you need, the community, the tools, the videos, the tips, the strategies, everything is there. And then you can start your own journey in 2025. If you want to take a little shortcut and get value or get access to more value and even better content and better tips and better exploits, then check out the Champions tier. But there is no excuse in 2025. So join today, make it count, stay strong, and keep crushing in 2025.